It's Thursday, October 17, 2024. Welcome to CVM News at noon. I'm Ramon Gordon. The public now has full access to the long-awaited Finsac Commission archives, unlocking the evidence and submissions behind the near collapse of Jamaica's financial systems in the 1990s. Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark at today's launch hailed the redacted archives as a window into Jamaica's darkest economic chapters, offering a rare, in-depth look at the crisis that reshaped the nation's financial landscape.
The collapse of the financial sector in the 1990s was arguably the most monumental domestic economic event in Jamaica's independent history. It led to an accumulation of debt that represented 40% of GDP. And it has taken 30 years approximately for that debt to be wound down.
The collapse of Jamaica's financial sector in the 1990s was driven by skyrocketing interest rates, with some borrowers facing rates as high as 120%. In 1997, Finsac was set up to stabilize the financial sector, but instead oversaw the sale of many local businesses to foreign investors, which cost the country an estimated 44% of its GDP.
The accumulation of that debt led to a situation by 2002-2003, where interest and wages alone exceeded tax revenues. Interest and wages alone exceeded tax revenue.
Former Finance Minister Dr. Omar Davies had previously criticized the government's failure to release the Finsac Commission report. He served as minister during the crisis and defended Finsac against critics. We'll have more on that story at 7. Meanwhile, Kingston's Mayor Andrew Swaby has urged councillors to attend an Integrity Commission workshop on the importance of following its guidelines. He also condemned the latest attacks on the Commission's integrity during a recent municipal meeting.
Councillors, we cannot ignore our growing public concern that some parliamentarians have not yet signed Integrity Code of Conduct for public officials. This sends a troubling message to the people we serve, undermining the principles of transparency and accountability, which we seek to uphold. We must ensure that all public officials adhere to the standard of integrity required in public life. I have also noticed what appears to be a coordinated attack on the Integrity Commission by certain political actors and their affiliates. Let me be clear, this is wrong. These attacks are not just harmful to the Commission, but they also undermine the critical work it does as guardian of transparency, accountability, and ethics in our democracy.
Director of School Safety and Security at the Education Ministry, Richard Troop, believes a more holistic approach is needed to combat youth violence. Speaking on Lead Story last evening, Troop said that gains made at school are quickly eroded by external factors.
We cannot treat with the violence in our schools in isolation of recognizing and treating with the violence in the home, school, and our general society. Our educators will continue to make the point, George, and I want the public to be uncomfortable about this reality. We would have invested significant effort to try to treat with the violence in our school, to try to treat with the behavioral issues that confront us every day. And oftentimes we do make significant changes and improvement. But I tell you what, when our boys and girls have to return to their homes and the community, that for them, violence is their lived experiences, it makes our work very difficult. It makes our effort unsustainable.
Meanwhile, community intervention specialist Major Richard Cook says gang recruitment in communities creates challenges in reaching boys through violence intervention initiatives.
Seen it. Difficult with the 14 to 15-year-olds, more difficult. But we definitely have had tremendous successes.
And why is the 14, 15-year-olds particularly difficult?
Because that's a stage where the boys begin to think they're men and where they get challenged within their communities to actually take up badness, to carry guns and so on, right? We've had some of them who have dons as fathers and their ambition, even some without dons as fathers, their ambition.
Employers who have paid all outstanding NHT contributions and are up to date are now eligible for a 100% waiver on all remaining balances. This waiver, which removes the usual interest fees, is available until the end of December. NHT Compliance Manager Pauline Clark shared these developments on Sunrise this morning.
The outstanding contributions attract interest. And of course, this is going to increase their liability to the NHT. Now, we are aware that this could be a burden on them, so we are providing them with a waiver of 100% interest. 100% interest on their outstanding employee and employer contributions.
However, the NHT representative notes this offer will only be available to specific employers. Stay with us.
No, you have charitable organizations and small, medium, and micro enterprises, those persons with employees up to 50 employees and an annual turnover of up to $425 million.
CVM News at Noon returns after this.
Get tiles and get creative with your floors, walls, and all the spaces in between. Our knowledgeable sales consultants are happy to help create your beautiful finish with the latest designs in first quality porcelain, wood look, vinyl, mosaics, natural stones, and countertops. At Creative, you will get every tile you need for your residential or commercial projects. Creative Building Finishes, your one-stop shop for everything tiles. Visit our showroom at 5 Red Hills Road or call 876-929-5553. Get tiles, get creative.
Thank you.
Hi, to Saka, please. How are you doing that, friend?
Babe, you pull it already? Whoa.
All right, boss.
Have fun, my brother. Could you take this back from me, please? And could I have a case of Saka and one cold one? Thank you.
Wait, I know this sound anywhere. Saka. Yes, this really works.
Saka, it works.
The Isuzu MUX. Take the lead.
Visit our showroom at 19 to 21 Carlton Crescent, Kingston 10 today. Or call us at 876-929-9190. Isuzu Jamaica, with you for the long run.
Steve knows style.
That jacket! When was you in the Temptations? You are my alter ego.
And Steve gives in to his own temptation. Family Feud.
Welcome back. You're watching CVM News at Noon. Prime Minister Andrew Holness is making a plea for young people to educate themselves and others about the effects of climate change. He says despite debates about its legitimacy, climate change remains a growing concern for the Caribbean region due to human activity.
Let me say that Climate change is not a distant threat. It is here now. Climate change is not something that is happening to us. Climate change is what we are doing. The truth is that the climate is changing in a more rapid way than we had projected and anticipated by virtue of the activity of humankind.
Coming up after this quick break, we'll have our discussion segment. Stay with us. You're watching CVM News at noon.
Jamaica, get ready! Saturday, October 26th, live on the lawns of Mona. It's Boys to Men. Singing your favorite hits. Also performing live, Tess and Chin and Lila Ike. Get your tickets now at caribtix.com, Kingston, Jer, and Fontana. Saturday, October 26th, 2024. It's Boys to Men, live on the lawns of Mona. Starts at 8 p.m. Sponsored by Supreme Ventures, Mayberry, Main Event, Island Grill, and Courtly Hospitality Group.
SuperMed Family of Pharmacies, your trusted partner in health and wellness for over 30 years. With 8 convenient pharmacies across Eastern Jamaica. SuperMed Mall Pharmacy, SuperMed New Kingston, SuperMed Pepine, SuperMed Port Antonio Pharmacies 1 and 2, Claire's St. Mary, Lloyd's St. Thomas, and a convenient drive-through at our Hughenden location where you can get your medication without leaving your car. We're dedicated to providing you with the highest level of care. Experience the difference with SuperMed Family of Pharmacies. Super happy, super healthy.
And you go down and have a good day. Blessing. SuperMed.
You've weathered the storm, but rebuilding and preparing for back to school have taken a toll. It's time to get some money in your pockets. At Chris and Charles, we understand your financial needs. With just a quick call, you can access funds to catch up on bills and cover unexpected expenses. Our process is fast, simple, with funds deposited in your account in no time. Don't stress, get money in your pocket. Call 876-926-0609 or visit our website today. Conditions apply. When you think loans, think Chris and Charles.